Yo, 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 welcome back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me. Wanted to give it a little time before I came back to y'all boys, man. Wanted to wait for some news to shake out. And then next thing you know, some news does shake out. Bada bing, bada boom. Just do a little trade. Seeing your boy Sam Darnold over to the Panthers, who've been craving a quarterback. Can't wait to get rid of Teddy Bridgewater. Finally got themselves their quarterback in Sam Darnold. But they ain't give up no first round picks, so I guess, they just taking a chance. A second next year, a fourth next year, a sixth this year, a little bit more than what we gave up for Josh Rosen. We all know how that turned out. By the way, if you're looking and you're like, man, something seemed a little weird about this shirt, it's because it's the new print of the shirt's a little bigger, it's a little higher up to where I wanted it. The Dolphins United, which you probably can't see that well, is the right color that I wanted. This is the shirt that was sent out to the subscribers. I'm trying it out. Honestly, I'll be honest with y'all. I'm not going to be sticking with this. I went through Vistaprint. I'm just not a fan of Fruit of the Loom. I want a little more quality, so I'm going to be searching elsewhere. I'll check that out. And then once I find out, once again, merch will be available. Different colors, different color schemes, different color shirts, what have you, all right? So I'll let y'all know when that comes. And then also I got some other things planned. Once again, live streams, all that's coming. Live interactive streams, by the way. All right? Live interactive draft streams, all right, are coming y'all way. All right, so want to go ahead and get into this video. Talk real quick to y'all about what the trade, all right, that the Jets just did does for Miami. All right, what does that trade do for Miami? What does it do to Miami as it pertains to the actual draft? And maybe we can look a little further than that too. All right, so we know what they did. They traded. All right, now, it was a big topic ever since Zach Wilson had his pro day. What are the Jets going to do with Tua? Are they going to stay at 2? Are they going to trade down? Are they going to take a quarterback or 2? Are they going to get protection or a playmaker for Darnold? All right. Are they going to take Panay, or are they going to take a wide receiver? Or are they going to take Pitts? Whatever. Okay. They said after they seen Zach Wilson, I believe that's who they're taking. All right. So after they seen Zach Wilson, they was like, all right, look, man, Darnold, your time is up, buddy. It's time for you to get on out of there. We'll find you a trade partner because that's our guy, all right? So, and that's who I believe it's going to be. I don't think it's anybody else. I mean, Justin Fields, we didn't really do a video about this stuff or the pro days, but they ran a 4.4. He ran a 4.4. All right? He ran a 4.4. I mean, that's something. It's not the fastest. I know Robert Griffin III ran a little faster than that. Apparently, Lamar Jackson ran way faster than that. He never ran an official 40 times, so we don't know. But, that's plenty fast. All right? And he didn't use it as much when he was playing for the Buckeyes. And the man's got an arm. Y'all seen that 60-yard cross his body? The man's got an arm too. But, I mean, that's not the guy they want. Because the other guy that can throw them cross-body throws with the flick of the wrist is Zach Wilson. That's the guy I believe that they want. They seen him. They was like, all right, buddy, you got to go. Although he himself has made one crazy crossbody throw in Sam Darnold, he's out of there. He's with the Panthers, who now have, as of today, offered Teddy Bridgewater to find himself a trade suit. If not, he can either choose to stay, or if he wants to go somewhere else, go somewhere else. And that's it for Teddy Bridgewater with that team. Now, when it comes to Sam Darnold going over to the Panthers, it might be a decent fit. We'll see what happens with the rest of his career. That's not who we're here to much so talk about. We're here to more so talk about now the Jets taking a pick at quarterback at 2 and how that translates down the board. All right, so we know. Number 1, number 2, for sure, quarterbacks. Number 3, we believe quarterback as well, although they're in the same type of situation as the Jets where they had their quarterback, although they're not looking to trade out of that position at this point. or take any offers at this point for Garoppolo, it seems. So we don't really know for sure what they plan on doing. We don't know if they're going for a quarterback. You would assume that you trade up to get a quarterback. From 12 all the way up to 3 means you would be getting a quarterback. Or they could be going after Panay. I don't know. I would rather say that they're going for a quarterback. So let's say 3 quarterbacks taken in the first 3 picks. You come all the way down to 4. All right, we don't know what Atlanta's doing. We just don't know. They could go ahead and say, hey, we got to think about the future and get a quarterback. That would mean 4 are gone. That'd be great for us. Or they could say, hey, you know what? We're going to go ahead and get Pitts, for example. If Pitts is there, we go ahead and get Pitts. We know Atlanta historically loves the tight end, Algie Crumpler, Tony Gonzalez. They love the tight end position. Matt Ryan, he loves feeding tight ends. Maybe they feel like, hey, this is the dynamic guy. We can split him. We can do whatever we want with him. We have Julio, Ridley, Pitts, Gurley. That's a fire offensive team right there. I believe Gurley, by the way. I think he's still on that team, if I'm not mistaken. All right. You put that together, you got something. They could go protection for Matt Ryan. I mean, he could play another 2 or 3 years, or they could just say, you know what, we're going to get our quarterback. That would mean 4 off the table. Let's say they go ahead and get the quarterback. At 5, you got Panay for the Bengals. You got a bunch of other guys that they could take. Anybody else. Do they choose to protect Joe Burrow, who severely got injured because he didn't have any protection? Or do they get selfish and say, nah, this is me. Do they get selfish and say that, hey, we're going to go ahead and take a quarterback? I mean, not a quarterback, sorry. We're going to take a wide receiver, and we're going to go after Chase because that's Burrow's guy. Do they do that, or do they get the protection, so that their quarterback can stay healthy? All right, get the protection, guys. Get the protection, Bengals, so your quarterback can stay healthy. Get your protection in order. Your quarterback can stay healthy. He can throw to whoever when he's healthy. All right, it's not like you don't have a beast at wide receiver already from last year. You got a guy there already. You don't need a second one. Excuse me. Go ahead and get that protection. Show up that protection. So I'm going to say they don't go the selfish route. They go ahead and they get Penei Sewell. Now that leaves us Dolphins at 6. If we're at 6 and you have Pitts, Waddle, Smith, and any one of those linebackers that you want to take and you want to put their name there, the first thing you do is, if you're going to stay at that pick, you take Pitts. You got to take Pitts. I'm banging the table for Pitts at this point. The man's a freak, all right? He's a unicorn. And I saw something, I don't know exactly who said it, but I'm going to go ahead and quote it anyway, but it ain't mine. The only way you defend a unicorn is with a unicorn on defense. You ain't got a unicorn on defense, you going to have some problems. This dude on offense is a unicorn, all right? And if you ain't got no unicorns on defense that could help defend this dude, you're going to have yourself a problem. That's who I want. The man ran a 4.40. That's all I need to know. The man 6'6". He's a beast. He is the best offensive weapon, offensive prospect in the draft. And that includes everybody. That includes, to me, all the quarterbacks, everybody included. He is the #1 offensive weapon. Get him. Now, if you find an offer that is too much to resist on, which means another first-round pick, at the very least a first-round pick, you trade down. You got to stay within 2 picks of 6. So you can go down as far as 8. You can't go no further than that. You go down as far as 8, you pick up a first-round pick, we're good, because you still have Waddle and you still have Smith and Chase there. You're good. You're good. You don't need to worry about anything else. That would be my best option, would be to trade down, because you could take any one of the 4 if you get a good enough offer, which once again has to be a first-round pick. This trade did a lot for the Dolphins because it opened up the possibility of a bunch of teams trading up for quarterbacks, which means that there's more left on the plate for the Miami Dolphins. We have the pick of the litter when it comes to offensive weapons. We can get whatever we want pretty much, all right? If Chase is gone, we still have Pitts. If Pitts is gone, we still have 3 wide receivers to choose from and Penei Sewell. I mean, like, it's absolutely crazy, all right? I don't want Penei Sewell at this point. I want to get us Pitts or Smith. I was listening to TD earlier. There was a debate in his previous show where they were, going over if Pitts or Smith, Pitts or Smith or Chase, all right? They were talking about those 3. Here's my tier when it comes to offensive guys. Weapons. Pitts, Smith, Chase, Waddle. That's it. If you want to take Pitts, that's fine. If you're not into Pitts because you just don't want to deal with that, Smith, Chase, Waddle, and it's not that far apart. We're talking about 1A, 1B, 1C, like that. Like it's not A, B, and D. No. 1A, 1B, 1C. All right, and that's how I see it. Hey, if you got a problem with that, hit it up in the comments below. By the way, we're going to go live, not next week, later this week, all right? Some point, Friday, Saturday, we're going to go live. We're going to chat it up, probably do our first mock draft, our interactive mock draft, all right? So get ready for that. We'll probably go ahead and do that this weekend, and then we'll chat it up, talk it up. But hit me up in the comments below. Who do you feel that we're going to be getting at 6 at this point, being that the Jets make it clear that they're getting a quarterback, all right? Changes up things for us. We might have we might have our pick. We might have all of the offensive weapons there if the Bengals go ahead and take. Well, if the Falcons take a quarterback and if the Bengals take Penei, we have all of the offensive weapons. Which one of the offensive weapons do you feel comfortable taking? For me, it's Pitts. For you, it might be somebody else. If you feel like another wide receiver is better than Smith, debate it with me because I'm ready to talk about that one with y'all. Heisman or not, the man's a beast. The man's he has the best hands and the best route running of all 3 of those wide receivers. Come holla at me. Come holla at me on that. All right, I'll holla at y'all in the next one. Fins up till we die. I salute all of y'all. I'll see y'all later.